to the structure of the bacteria. So bacterial structure can be divided into two important regions. One is intracellular structure, another one is the extracellular structure. Intracellular structure means for like any other cell, even the bacterial cell is surrounded by a plasma membrane. Okay, this is the plasma membrane, and whatever the features that are present within the plasma membrane will be categorized under the intracellular structures, and the structures which are present outside this plasma membrane are categorized under the extracellular structures. Coming to the intracellular structures, so within the plasma membrane, like in any other cell, it is having a cytoplasm. The cytoplasm contains various biomolecules, and these biomolecules include all the metabolites necessary for the cellular metabolism. Maybe it may be proteins, carbohydrates or lipids or cofactors or minerals or any other component that is useful in the metabolic process. Okay, we have discussed that the bacteria is a prokaryote, so that's why all the prokaryotic features, whatever the prokaryote shares, the same properties is shared by the bacteria. For example, so in the bacterial cell, within the cell membrane will be having the mesosomes. So mesosomes, these are nothing but the invaginations of the cell membrane that is containing the respiratory pigments, and they do the same function as that of the mitochondria in the eukaryotes. Similarly, we also have the thylakoids regions where you can have the photosynthetic pigments, and those are involved in the photosynthesis. So we also have the ribosomes. So ribosomes are present in the cytoplasm, and here remember one important feature here is in the bacteria, the ribosomes are attached to, they are not present as a single, they will be attached to one another to form the polyribosome or polysomes, and they are involved in the protein synthesis function. Okay, in addition to this, the bacteria also contain one most important feature that is known as the plasmids. So plasmids are nothing but, see here you will be having a plasmids, they are the extra, see here small round circle like structures are present. No, they are plasmids. Plasmids are nothing but extracellular self-replicating circular DNA molecules that will give extra functions to the bacteria. Remember, they are not the part of the genetic material, but they are extra chromosomal. Extra chromosomal in the sense they are not or needed directly for the bacterial replication or metabolism, but they giving a special functions to bacteria like synthesis of antibiotics, all those things. In addition to this, we will be having a naked DNA or nucleide that we have discussed in the prokaryote. So it is having only the genetic material. So these are the components that is present within the cell membrane, that is intracellular structures. Coming to the outer extracellular structure, so immediately outside the cell membrane will be having a cell wall. So cell wall is very specific in the bacteria because it is made up of peptidoglycan layer which is composed of muramic acid, that will discuss separately cell wall of bacteria. And then outside the cell wall we will be having one more region that is known as the capsule. So this is the capsule. So you will be having the cell membrane, and outside the cell membrane we will be having the cell wall. Cell wall is made up of peptidoglycan, and outside the cell wall we will be having the capsule, and this capsule is made up of mucopolysaccharide, and this will give immunity to the bacteria. And in some of the bacteria, so we will be having these hair-like projections, and these hair-like projections are known as the pili or fimbriae, and these will be helpful in the attachment, cell attachment, and also they are helpful in the they are also helpful in the conjugation process that we'll discuss later. And some of the bacteria also have the flagella, and this flagella will help in the locomotion of the bacteria. This is the structure of bacteria. So remember, bacteria may not be always like a tubular structure. They may be in the circular shape, they may be in a rod-like shape, they will be in a circular shape, or they may be in a spiral shape. They may exist in many other shapes that we'll discuss during the classification of bacteria. This is the structure of a typical bacteria. Don't carry the notion that bacteria is only a rod-like shape, rod-like structure, but it can be having many structures. But for if you have been asked for the structure of bacteria, you should explain remain like this only.